Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today in this session, we are going to see a C programming language. I am going to prepare a lecture series on C programming language. So let us see what exactly mean by C programming. So we'll see a programming language. So before going for this C programming language, because C is called as a programming language, before going for this programming language, let us understand what exactly mean by language. I know everyone, you should know what exactly mean by language. So what is language? If I'll ask, it is a medium of communication. It's a medium of communication between two things. Okay, like I and you. So here the medium is I am using the language. For example, I am using here the English language as a medium to communicate between myself and yourself. Okay, so if I want to even talk in English, okay, or something, if I want to write in English, I must know some basic steps. I must know I must go through some and undergone through some basic steps. For example, if I want to learn any language, just I'm taking here the example of English language. I want to learn this English language. So what are the steps we require to learn this English language? Just we are saying the first thing, whenever I want to learn this particular language, the first and most important thing, the basic thing, that I must know what? Alphabets. I think this is a basic. If you learn for any language, whether it is a English, Hindi, Marathi, right, anything, right, the first thing is what? You should know the alphabets. Once you know the alphabets, then by taking the help of alphabets, we have to form some words. We have to learn how to make some words using these alphabets only. Once you are able to making some words by using these alphabets, then we will try to prepare a sentences. After learning the words, how to make the words by using the alphabets, right? Once we made the words, then we are trying to write down some sentences. And the moment when you write down some few sentences, then we are able to write what? One paragraph. And the moment when I say that you are able to write one paragraph, that means what? I will understand that, okay, fine, you know the English language, because paragraph you only write when you know the basics. Then only you will write down the remaining things. So first thing is what? If I want to learn, you must know the alphabets. Then we will form some words with the help of these alphabets. Then we'll try to make out some sentences, and then we'll write a couple of paragraphs. So this is a way to learn any language, despite whether it is English or it is like Marathi, Hindi, or anything you can take down, but this is only the way to learn any language. So exactly here also, whenever I want to learn a programming language, first of all, we should know what exactly mean by a programming language, right? A programming language. Now language, I hope you are clear, it's a medium of communication. Whenever I'm talking about programming language, the language is used to communicate with machines, oblique, I'll say directly like a computer. The language which is used to communicate, right, with machine, that language is called as what? It's called as a programming language. It is also called as machine language also. It is also called as what? Machine language. This is also called as a binary language. Machine language is also called as binary language. I will tell you each and everything. Don't worry about that. Only the term machine programming language is nothing but it is a machine language. That means what? A machine can understand this language only. And machine can understand only what language? Binary language. Whenever I'm taking the binary language, that means what? The language which is written in the form of 0 and 1 only. Such a language is called as binary language. Okay, so the programming language is not whenever we want to communicate with your machines. For example, I'm communicating with the system now. Okay, this machine, computer system. Okay, so I'm talking in my own language, but the machine can understand only machine language. Okay, for example, let us take one example. Suppose, just take one example. This is me. Suppose, imagine this is me. I want to communicate. Okay. Let us create one more. This is you. Okay, but the scenario is what? The first person, this person knows only English. Only English. And this person knows only, for example, Hindi. But I want to have a communication between these two. Will the communication will going to happen in between these two? Will they communicate between these two? Will this English person can communicate with this Hindi person, and will this Hindi person can communicate with this English person? Absolutely no, because this person knows only English and this person knows only, sorry, this person knows only English and this person knows only Hindi. Okay, so here what we require exactly? Here we require one more person in between. This person is called as, right, in general term, if I'll say, this person is called as a translator. This person is called as what? He's a translator, right? Why I am calling this as a translator? Because he knows English and Hindi, both the languages. So what he will do? He will just take the input from this English person, translate that particular thing into Hindi so that this person can understand. Then whatever this person is speaking, again it will be sent back to this translator, and then it will be converted back to this person who knows English. So this person acts as what? This person acts as a translator between these two persons. Okay, so that the communication between these two persons can be easily established. Okay, now exactly the same situation whenever we want to communicate between we and the machine, right? So exact problem will be created because the machine can understand only machine language. The machine can understand only machine language. Suppose this is we, okay, and suppose we are taking one example of suppose this is a machine. Just I'm drawing something so that you can easily understood. That's the only motto. Yeah, suppose this is a machine. It's a computer. I want to communicate between these two persons because he knows only, for example, English. I know only English. I want to communicate in using English language, but machine can understand only machine language. Machine language means what? The language which is written in the form of by using 0 and 1 only. So here also we require one translator. So in C programming language, I'm talking about C programming language specifically. The C programming language is a high level language. High level language means what? You can write your programs by using a normal English language, which that we human being can understand. Okay, but the machine cannot understand this normal human being language. So what it requires? It requires one translator. So in high level language, basically there are two translators are available to convert high level language into machine level language. So here I'll take one example. One translator is available for example, high level language. If we'll talk about C programming language, okay, so that is called as a compiler is the translator. Compiler is a translator. What it will do? It will translate the source code into machine code. It will translate the source code. Source code means what? Whatever we are writing. This is a source code and this is a machine code. That means source code means we write that source code that will be sent to the translator, that is a compiler. Compiler will convert that whole thing into the machine level language, and back it will produce the result back to the this programmer, right? So this is how the language is going to be communicate with the machine, and who is there to responsible to convert our language into the machine language that we have seen in this particular scene. Okay, now let us move on towards, if I want to learn now a programming language, that is what our agenda of today's this session. I want to learn now this programming language. So what are the exact steps? Like the English language here, whatever we have seen, exactly we can also use some basic pillars to learn this programming language. So let us move for that screen, and we will learn how to learn any programming language. I'm not talking about only C programming language, any language whenever you want to learn. So these are some basic requirements that you should know. So let us see, to learn C programming language, what are the basic steps. So now to learn C programming language, what are the basic steps that we have discussed? So the first and very important thing is, again here we have to know about, here also we should know what alphabets. This is the one step. Second, we should know digits, and third thing, we should know special symbols. This is the basic first step. Like that we have seen in the English language, no? We have seen that the basic step is what? Alphabets. But here we should learn these three things here. The first thing is what? The first thing is alphabets. The second thing is digits. And the third thing is called as a special symbols. Now, I know that you know the alphabets. Now, alphabets means these all things we are going to see, each and everything very in detail. Okay, so here the first thing is what? The combination of these all alphabets, digits and special symbol, these three collectively called as, this is very important terminology as far as programming concerned, this is called as character set. It's called as a character set. Okay, something has happened. Just a minute. It's called as character set, right? There was some language change. So it's a character set. So how you are going to define this character set? A character set, if I want to give the definition, it is a collection of what? Alphabets, digits and special symbols. Okay, so the group of this alphabets, digits and special symbols, they are called as a character set. Okay, and if I want to turn the character, if I want to know what exactly mean by character, I'm talking about only character. That means what? It may be alphabets, digits or special symbol. Okay, so collectively these three is called as what? A character set, and this is very important. I will tell you each and everything a little bit later. So before that, we will understand what is our second basic concept that we should know. Like there in English language, we have seen words is the second stage. Okay, here the second stage would be, after learning this alphabets, digits and special symbol, we must go for to learn what is mean by keywords, then variables and constants. This is the next step. After learning this character set, the next step is what? To know about keywords, variables and constants. This is one more important basic concept. before going for learning any programming language. Then after learning this, we are going to form, like there we have seen what? There we have seen how to make the sentences, and here we are going to see how to form the instructions, because machine can understand only instructions. Okay, we need to give the instructions. So how we are going to form the instructions? With the help of these two boxes. After learning these two boxes, you are able to learn how to make an instructions. Okay, and the final step after learning this thing, then we are going to write down by using this all three boxes, then we are going to write one program. That means what? We are to learn a program. What we are doing here, we are learning all the basic stuff, whatever it is required to do the program. Okay, the first step is what? We need to learn first this character set. After learning this character set, we must go for this second box, keywords, variables, and constant. After learning this, we are able to form some instructions. Once we are able to write some instructions, the set of instructions, whenever we are calling like a set of instructions, that means we are writing one program. The program definition is what? I hope you are getting. A set of instructions is called as a program. So this is a very simple way to learn any programming language. I am not talking only about here specifically. I am giving the C programming language, but before going for any programming language, if you know this all kind of stuff very carefully and very clearly, then writing a program the task will become very easy. So that's it. This is all what the basic concepts, this introduction of the C programming language. And C is called as it's a programming language, okay, which is developed in the year of 1972. It is developed in the year of 1972 by the scientist whose name is Dennis Ritchie. Is the scientist, is the founder of this C programming language in 1972 at AT&T Bell Labs, USA. AT&T Bell Labs, USA. So that's it, guys. This is the basic introduction of what exactly mean by language. Then we have seen the programming language. A machine can understand only programming language, machine language. So we require some translators. That also I have given with some common example, and then I have given some technical example by considering the program and the programmer and the machine. So that's it. In the next lecture, I will come up with the details about this character set, then this keywords, variables, constants, then instructions. Then definitely we are going to form a first program. Then I hope you will be now confident. Then after that, to make a programs very easily. Okay, that's it. So thanks for watching. If you're having any suggestions, don't forget to drop in the comment box. Thank you so much.